Okay, let's see what I got. 1, 2. Oh, that's what I do for doing the damn TikTok angle shit. Look at this. Here we go. Bear with me. Sorry about that. I was cutting out the main show. Look at the one on the left. Has way more lights. Way more. There's 3 little dots. Oh shit. There's another one. Another one came out of it. Look at that. There's 1, 2, 3. I don't dare go too far. Look at that. This whole time the mothership was out of view because I had it on the stupid TikTok angle. With a 916, I shouldn't have done that. I thought it would be easier to hold the camera that way. Look at that thing. It looks like a skull, like gray skull from the side. See, there's like a nose on the left, and bottom left is like the jaws. Oh, it's like a big, it's like that fish on the Monty Python movie in the tank with the human faces on it. Look at that on the left, there's a face. I'm only joking. Then there's a blob behind it, another one behind that, and another one behind that, and a brighter one on the end on the far right. Holy cow, look at that. Okay, flame on. Okay, you got your little triangles going. Look at those. It looks like each one of those things is a triangle as well. What if those are 3 little ships? And then it's like, that's 3 little ships. And then, no. The only thing that's going to stop this is if it rains to any significant degree. There's a little fat dew coming down, but so far I wouldn't call it rain. We get about 140 inches of rain a year, I'd say. This place, honestly, is too wet for vampires. I dare them. But this UFO stuff's pretty cool, isn't it? Wow. That's all I gotta say. Okay, drone people, is there any reason that drones would just be hanging out like this? Oh. Okay, the second to the right one's really flared up. Maybe they're testing the system. The one on the left is the boss, and it's saying, alright. That's actually a third. See, there's 2 faint ones between the mothership on the left, and there's 2 faint puffs. And there's the bright one, and then there's a gap, and then there's another one on the far right. But right now, the second to the right one is having its little flare up. Okay, drone people, is this normal for drones to be hanging out here in the middle of friggin' nowhere? Probably over woods. Possibly a couple little houses here and there. Maybe they're watching people down there. I'm not gonna abduct them. I see a little blue beam go down and sucking people up. I'm gonna definitely run in the house at that point. Let's say this was good so far. But 22 minutes in, I can't believe it. My little dogs are wondering what the hell's going on. Or they're chewing something they're not supposed to, probably not even worrying about it. Okay, now let me see. Okay, now, that one's flashing more. The one on the far right's a little bit more active. Why is that? Okay, maybe it's... Okay, it seems to me that there's some connection between... There's a tree and I'm having some gaps a little bit. That's what some of this is. But right now the bigger, more clustered thing with multiple lights is on the far left. It hasn't changed much. Not a straight line though. Holy cow, look at that. Jiminy crickets. What do you say to something like this? I've seen enough other weird shit in my life, I might as well see this too. Doot, 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 doot. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Yeah, doesn't the one on the left look like a skull though? I mean, you can see a nose and the very tip on the left, in the middle, and then above that looks like an eye socket. Yeah, that looks like a big old Monty Python face. The meaning of life. That's what that was. Maybe this is a message from God just to me, and I'm the only one seeing this. I'll share it though with you other humans. Okay, so definitely, maybe you could enhance this, but the one second to the right is the brightest, and it still looks like it's a triangle. Kind of a moving around triangle, and same with the far right. It's just fainter for whatever reason. Man, I don't want to really screw with this focus, but I'm going to try just a little bit. No, that's starting to go the other direction. Towards bad. All right, go. Let's leave it right there. Yep, second to the right showing off with its brightnesses, but the far right's now saying, hey, I could do it too. It's not quite as good. It has to take another class or two to get up to the level of that one. But it's kind of kicking it on pretty good. I don't think I have a better place to go right now. Got about a half an inch of a home-rolled smoke. I started smoking at 62, just an hell of it. I'd probably smoke a whole bunch more if I had it out here with me, but I don't want to leave this. Okay, now. Okay, that's too fuzzy. There we go, that's good. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Well, I don't think they're doing any cow mutilations. There's nothing there to do crop circles on. Yeah, really just a bunch of logging roads pretty much up in hills and hill and dale. Now if you see second to the left, you see a bunch of more dots coming off of that one. On the big blobby cluster thing on the far left. And it might just be that there's the angle. Maybe they're following it like a train and they're all kind of coming in behind it. Doesn't it look like that? Like the lead one is on the far left and it looks like it's kind of going to what I would say would be about southwest. Southwest. And it looks like these other ones are kind of following in behind it. Yeah, that's what's happening here. Far left is further to the southwest. The other one's coming up on its ass. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna guess that the third fuzzy one. Oh, see, it just put his little tail lights on there, little brake lights. Don't want to crash into the first one. That's a serious offense. Anyway, now, yep, they're lighting up. So it's coming in behind what I think is the third one. And again, they're traveling southwest. Or maybe they're just staying there and lighting up for some reason. Strength in numbers. Fuck, there's a whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 7 of them. Okay, why would 7 drones be out in here bumfuck nowhere? Beaver, Washington. Well, they could have named it something cool like Lake Pleasant because it's like right here. But somebody saw a beaver crossing the road. It's like, let's call it Beaver. And they did. Okay, now it looks like they're no longer doing the southwest. They're just kind of lining up. Well, who knows? What the hell do I know? I don't know how my hand's holding this camera, actually. I don't really feel it much. Man, if I was real smart, I would have brought a tripod. I wasn't even thinking about this. Duration. I got good whining. Yep, I don't know what the hell any ordinary Joe Blow person with a drone, or a bunch of them, it's like, why the hell would you be hanging out there? It's not far enough to be the Cooley Airport, I don't think. That would have to be about 16 miles away, and I don't think that's 16 miles from here. It's really hard to judge everything, but I don't think that's 16 miles. If that was 16 miles away, those things would be enormous. Because the only thing I could think of in that direction that would be of any kind of, who knows what, there's a landing strip, it used to be an airport. Well, they still fly in there once in a while, government shit. Secretive stuff, I think. But I don't think that's, I think they'd have to go several miles kind of to the, well, to the west for sure. Yeah, so right there where I think that is, God, who knows, maybe that is 3 or 4 miles, but that could not be 16 miles.